Everyone, Indian economy is the first paper of the JIB, and now we are going to discuss Unit 3 of Indian economy, which is economic planning in India and Niti Aayog. Okay, what are the objectives of in this unit? Definition of economic planning, history of economic planning, objectives of economic planning, types of planning, achievements of planning, assessment of 5-year plans performance, Niti Aayog, financial resources for 5-year plans. And now the first topic is economic planning. Economist H.D. Dickinson defines economic planning. Who defines economic planning? Dickinson. What he defines that the making of major economic decisions, what and how much is to be produced and to whom it is to be allocated by the conscious decision of a determinate authority on the basis of comprehensive survey of the economic system as a whole. Dickinson describes the economic planning means what and how much have to be produced and to whom it is to be allocated and how it is going to be distributed. He defines that economic planning. Next, National Committee Planning. It was set up in 1938 by whom? Indian National Congress, INC. National Planning Committee, NMC, defined what it is going to say planning in India as planning under a democratic system. India is a democratic country, may be defined as a technical coordination by disinterested experts of consumption, production, investment, trade and income distribution in accordance with social objectives set by bodies representative of the nation. Such planning is not only to be considered from the point of view of economics and rising of the standard of living, but must include cultural and spiritual values and the human side of economy. This National Planning Committee is not only to be for the point of economics, and it increases the standard of living. Next topic, types of planning. From a tertiary standpoint, there are two types of planning: regional planning, national planning. In regional planning, it was first introduced by US, which is United States in 1916. And the second national planning is started with Soviet Union, which implemented its first 5-year plan from 1928 to 1933. What's the period of first 5-year planning? It's 1928 to 1933. Who introduced the Soviet Union? By which national planning? From a political standpoint. In a political standpoint, there is federal, state, local. From the standpoint of participation, centralized planning, decentralized planning. From a temporal standpoint, it's long-term and short-term. Some other or sectorial planning and spatial planning. In sectorial planning, focuses on a single sector. In sectorial planning, it focuses on single sector of the economy. In spatial planning, focuses on development in the geographical context, which aims at influencing the distribution of people and activities in places. Next, what are the objectives of economic planning in India? Economic growth, poverty elevation, employment generation, social justice and reducing the inequalities, self-reliant economy, modernization of the economy. History of economic planning in India. In unusual years of wars and other such crises, India opted for Indian yearly plans, commonly denoted as plan holidays, as a departure from 5-year plans. The Planning Commission has been in charge of planning since 1950. It is not a statutory entity, and this Economic Planning Commission is headed by Deputy Chairman and the Prime Minister as the Chairman of the Planning Commission. They may ask, who is the Chairman of the Planning Commission? It is Prime Minister. And who headed the Planning Commission? It's Deputy Chairman. The Planning Commission plans are approved for implementation by the National Development Council, which is chaired by Prime Minister. Just remember who is chaired by and who is implemented, because they may ask like this. Niti Aayog, a significant revolutionary departure from the past, serves as the Government of India's primary platform for bringing states together in national interest, fostering and cooperation federalism. Next, here is the overview of 5-year plans. 5-year plans are the most significant components of central planning, and they are constantly executed to obtain the intended results. The accomplishment of the 5-year programs are listed below. First plan, 1951 to 56. The first plan objective is what? Rehabilitation of refugees, quick agricultural growth, to attain food self-sufficiency, inflation management and prioritization of irrigation and power projects. Assess what it gives, aimed at 2.1% growth rate and attained 3.6% growth rate. Here is a development, right? The government was given an active role in all economic area. 5 Indian institutions of technology, means 5 IITs as premier technological institutions. Second plan what is 1956 to 61. The policy emphasized fast industrialization. So everyone keep an idea of these years. What is the time period of first plan? 51 to 56. Second, 56 to 61. 61 to 65. Just remember what its objective and what it has achieved. In second plan, it has a view over concentration of heavy industries. It has heavy industries and capital goods. In third plan, it was boosting by more than 5% per annum, increasing agricultural productivity, expansion of basic industries. In third plan, what it has achieved 5.6%, while the actual growth was 2.4%, but it has achieved 5.6, which there is a development, right? In plan holidays, annual plans, the larger objective of these annual plans were integrated into fourth plan. Here 3 plans is there, but in between of 66 to 69, in these 4 years, it is known as plan holidays, which a new agriculture strategy was implemented. A new agriculture strategy was implemented, including the distribution of high yielding seed varieties. These are the developments. These annual plan, also known as plan holidays. What is the time period of plan holidays? It's 1966 to 69. The government abounds normal 5-year planning in favor of yearly plans. May choose for annual plan, doesn't have enough resources to allocate according to the 5-year plan. Next 4th-year plan is of 1969 to 1974, 5th 1974 to 1979, 6th 1980 to 1985, 7th 1985 to 90, annual plan, in the sense of which is plan holidays. Just remember what it has achieved. These are the another 5-year plans. Just take in screenshot and learn the time periods of the plans and what it had achieved and what its objective. Next, Niti Aayog, National Institute for Transforming India. It was established on 2015 by resolution of Union Cabinet. They may ask which of the following is incorrect recording Niti Aayog, they may ask. So everyone just keep concepts clear, because they are not giving direct questions. They are giving A, B, C. Choose the correct combo. So everyone just make your concepts clear. Niti Aayog is the Government of India's policy think tank offering both directional and policy suggestions. Creation of Niti Aayog. What is the purpose for creating Niti Aayog? It has 2 hubs, Team India and Knowledge and Innovation Hub. Team India Knowledge and Innovation Hub. Team India Hub, what it says that state involvement with the central government, while the Knowledge and Innovation Hub strengthens Niti's think tank capabilities. Knowledge and innovation, which increases Niti Aayog's capabilities. Team India is involved with central government. Next, Niti Aayog is chaired by Prime Minister. Governing Council of Niti Aayog is made up of, they may ask, which of the following are combined to form a Niti Aayog. So, who are there? Chairperson, ex officio members of Niti Aayog. Ex officio in the sense they are acting in 2 areas. Means Prime Minister, and also he is acting some other thing. Means he is chaired by Niti Aayog, right? So one person is acting 2 kind of things. So they are called ex officios, members of Niti Aayog, vice chairperson, full-time members, Chief Minister of States, the Lieutenant Governor of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands for Union Territories, and special invites of Niti Aayogs. Functions of Niti Aayog. What are the functions of Niti Aayog? Develop a shared vision of national development. Develop a shared vision of national development priority sectors and strategies. Promote cooperative federalism on a constant basis. Federalism, shared vision of national development. And also create procedures for developing viable plans at village level, gradually aggregating these at higher levels of government. And Niti ensures that national security considerations are included into economic strategy and policy. Give special attention to those sectors, segments of our society who may be at danger of not benefiting adequately from economic advancement. Create strategic and long term policies and employee frameworks and initiatives as well as track their development and efficiencies. Foster collaboration with important stakeholders like minded think tanks, collaborative network of national and international specialists, maintaining a cutting edge resource center, actively monitor assess program and initiative execution, including identification of required resources, concentrate on technological advancement, capacity building for program A and initiative executive, carry out any additional actions that may be required to enhance the implementation of the national development strategy. The main point here is actively monitor and access program, shared vision of the national development, developing viable plans, create strategic and long-term policy. These are the main features. Next, what was the purpose of Niti Aayog? Planning Commission not in tune with new development strategy. There were two inconsistencies between the Indian development strategy and the 5-year planning model that hampered in the sense blocked the economic climate. The first is a conflict, means it's a unacceptable decision between two. The first is a conflict between planning framework and the market's role. And the second contradiction was between centralized authority over resource allocation and the state's developmental role in a federal system of government. Next, promoting accountability. The Planning Commission was frequently accused of making discretionary transfers to states to fill non-planned revenue deficiencies, thereby violating the Financial Commission rules. Niti Aayog has established a development monitoring and evaluation office that collects data on the performance of several ministers in real time. The data is then utilized to establish accountability and enhance performance at the highest policy making levels. This will improve government's efficiency. Physical federalism and intergovernmental coordination. Through organized support initiatives, Niti Aayog is viewed as a platform for promoting physical federalism among states. For example, there is significant overlap in performing legislative and executive tasks in concurrent issues. Lack of coordination between the center and the states in sectors like energy and the environment, education, poverty alleviation, where coordination action and timely decisions are crucial for implementing the development agenda. Means where is a lack of coordination, then Niti Aayog will solve the issue. Which promoting physical federalism among states, promoting innovation. Atal Innovation Mission, which is also part of Niti Aayog, it is an important thing. Atal Innovation Mission of June 2022, it has constructed over 9,500 Atal Tinkering Labs in schools around the country. It has also established 68 Atal Incubation Centers to support young innovators and startups. Next, Niti Aayog strategy for New India at 75. In December 2018, Niti Aayog published its comprehensive national strategy for New India. The objectives of year 2022 to 23. Documents of 41 chapters are divided into 4 subsections. First one is drivers, second infrastructure, third inclusion, next governance. First, drivers. It focuses on the engines of economic performance with chapters on growth and employment, doubling of farmers' income, upgrading the science, technology, and innovation ecosystem, and promoting sunrise sectors. What are the sunrise sectors like? Fintech and tourism. What are the key recommendations of Niti Aayog strategy for New India at 75? Accelerating the economy to achieve a GDP growth rate of about 8% on average to make it 4 trillion economy by 2022 to 23. To enhance public investment, increasing the task to GDP ratio at least 22% of GDP. Remember this point. To converting farmers to agripreneurs by further expanding E&Ms, National Agriculture Market. What is E-naming? It is a trading platform where farmers can sell and purchase, can sell their agriculture products with reasonable prices is known as E&M, and replacing the Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee with Agriculture Produce and Livestock Marketing Act. E&M is an important thing. Promoting zero budget natural farming techniques that reduce cost, improve land quality and increase farmers' income. Replacing the Commission on Agricultural Cost and Prices by an Agriculture Tribunal. Launch a mission Explore in India by revamping mineral exploration and license policy. Next, infrastructure. In infrastructure, it's developing Rail Development Authority. What is the main function of Rail Development Authority? Advising or making informed decisions for integrated transparent mechanism for the railways. Doubling the share of freight transported by coastal shipping and inland waterways. These are comes under infrastructure. For integrating different models of transport and promoting multimodal digitalized mobility. Next, 2.5 lakh Gram Panchayat. What's the aim? To develop all government services at the state, district, Gram Panchayat digitally by 2022-23. Next, inclusion. It deals with urgent task of investing in the capabilities of all Indian citizens. There are three dimensions come under inclusion. Those are health, education, planning. Next, governance. It dwells in depth, can be streamlined, optimized to achieve better developmental outcomes. Governance is nothing but achieve better developmental outcomes. Financial resources for economic plans. There are three key sources of funds. What are those? Domestic budget resources, deficient financing, and the third is foreign assistance. Domestic budgetary sources means it is the most to plan financial among the three primary sources. Taxation is among the most significant domestic budgetary resources for channelizing funds for planning. Next, what is deficient financing? Total income of the government, revenue plus capital, is less than its total expenditure. The deficit is financed by borrowing loans from the central bank, commercial banks, and even state governments through ad hoc treasury bills. Different types of deficit financing are. They may ask which of the following is not type of deficit financing. So remember these words: borrowing from public and government, foreign governments, withdrawing cash balances held with RBI, borrowing from the RBI. These are the types of deficit financing. The last topic of this unit is foreign assistance. The five sectors receiving highest FDI equity inflow during 2021 to 22 are computer, software and hardware, services sector, finance and banking, non-finance and banking, automobile industry, trading, construction activities. IBRT loans means reconstruction development through non-concessional or offered relatively on favorable terms compared to commercial sources. Poverty alleviation, rural development, human resource development projects. The main aim of IBRT is to reduce poverty by promoting sustainable development through loans, guarantees and non-lending services. So we have done with our third unit. So I hope everyone understand this unit. So this is the item, just read. Have a nice day.